Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple of QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, maybe 6 points too.
Both teams riding 2-0 starts here. One, we'll get the turkey and move to 3-0 as week 3 gets underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them out, a rare breed in the NFL, their lefty QB.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up third down. Now, Brock, we get a look at their draft class from this year. A group that, regardless of reviews around the league, they are very happy with.
Well, beyond the physical traits, there are certain types of players teams are just looking for in the draft. Guys who fit the identity and culture of the building and also match up with their schemes on the field. Looking at a couple names in front of us here, Kate, they just feel like they belong with this franchise.
How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
Play action on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. They clearly haven't been giving his running ability the respect it deserves, considering what he's been able to do to them on the ground thus far.
If you want to destroy the morale of a defense, have a running quarterback like this. Because you can do so many things right, but this is the X factor you can't contain.
Locates Jefferson along the sideline, complete. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. Back now, pressure on its way. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
I mean, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Ready to send this one away. On the return, here comes Tank Dell. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is someone who became an absolute superstar last year as a rookie. Drafted second in 2023, it's C.J. Stroud.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Oh, put some heat on this deep. He's got it deep downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Working inside the red zone. And the defender comes away with it. Byron Murphy picks it. The 50. He's gonna go. It's a big 6. I don't know about you, Brock, but I can almost feel them going through the 5 stages of grief over on that sideline, watching their would-be touchdown pass in 6 points return the entire way to the opposite end zone for 6 on the other side of the board.
You just don't really believe it's happening until he's about 30, 40 yards into his return. Then you're just powerless. Kate, just over 40 times in the history of the NFL this has happened.
Wow.
What a return to add to that list.
One after try good by Riker. And the Vikings drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Dell now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. This Texans offense ready up for its 2nd drive of the contest. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
3rd and long for him here. That's caught for the 1st. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans lower the deficit to a single possession. Tank Dell the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. It's Brandon Powell with the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
They will not get another play off. We're at the end of one. It's a 14-7 game. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at third and very long. Forced out to his right. He's running for it. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
They still need 10, but the offense getting set on fourth down. They're going for this. And they get to him. The fourth down gamble backfires with a sack. And it's a turnover on downs inside the red zone.
Those defenders, it might be a while before they get another chance like that again. What an incredible opportunity to hand their offense field position inside the red zone, while yet getting another shot of momentum themselves.
So after we saw fourth down last snap, now we've got first and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Flushed out now to his left. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Texans can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith.
Pressure off left, and it's blocked!
You just never know what could be the play at the end of the game that we look back on and say, you know what? That was the play that decided it all. It seems small now. It's just a little old point, right? But if this one stays close to the end, keep an eye on that block, because that single point could loom very, very large.
Now, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. The Vikings now set to take the field. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. To throw it on first down. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Here's 2nd and 5. Toward the sideline and caught by Addison. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They go play action here. Rolling out to his left. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. And how about this? A 100-yard game on the ground, but it's not the running back that's doing it. And he's showing you why you should never sleep on what he can do when he's outside that pocket. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They've got a man in motion. From the red zone now. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
And they score! It's a Minnesota touchdown! The Vikings grow the lead to 7. Jordan Addison, the touchdown! That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
Record there to tack on the extra points. And the Vikings grow their lead to 8. Ready to send this one away. Dell now to return it. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Out now come the Texans on offense. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now begin with a run by Mixon. Juke the defender. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Stroud off the play fake. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. It's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. The Texans working here. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. From the gun, Stroud. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Ivan Pace has got it.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
The Vikings and receiver Jordan Addison getting set for this next drive. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
2nd and 10 now. He stays up. Rolling left, buying some time. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Completed over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Ball at the 33 for first down. They're throwing it. He'll get this to Jefferson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. And he could have a free play here. Has it in close. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Offside. Defense.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. It's 2nd and goal. Back to throw now. And they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings grow their lead just before halftime. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Vikings lead by 15 now. Right, ready to send this one away. Dell now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. But we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game. Thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. First down, Stroud. Finding Collins. And this one does not go far. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun now for Stroud. Connection made to Dell. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. First down, ball at the 36. Throwing from the gun. Into the hands of Schultz. They get 27 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Schultz with the catch. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. After after a good pickup. They're set up with second and short. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Completed to Collins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So we've reached halftime in Minneapolis with the Vikings out in front at the break. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Packers who are out in front in the second quarter. Jordan Love has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. A good performance from Caleb Williams, the rookie, with 2 touchdown passes. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And in that one is the visiting Giants who have the lead. Darius Slayton, a touchdown reception. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Right, ready to send this one away. Fields the hard squib kick. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Now here's the Houston offense. They've got it first to begin the third. And some opening drive points would be invaluable, Brock, trailing by 2 scores as they leave that locker room. Ball at the 33 for first down. Slot man motioned over. On play action, here's Stroud. Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense. He had another chance to take a shot on him.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them.
Still second down.
All right, here we go. Second down. To the air, Stroud. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept at breaking up those passes.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Play action on first down. He puts some juice on it. They connect on the deep shot. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings push their lead further to start the half. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because only took him a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them, the guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings grow the lead now to 22 points. Ready to send this one away. Dell now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. First and 10, around to Mixon. Breaks through, and he might break away. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Throwing off the play fake here. Collins there to grab it. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Running with Mixon out of the gun. Jukes one defender. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And he goes down a little short of the 40. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
This is complete to Schultz. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first. Working inside the red zone. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Tank Dell the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit. Well, it may be stating the obvious, partner. I do that sometimes often, but tight ends, such a mismatch this close in. And no surprise, they win his way for that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's one of those guys, security blanket. Whether he's designed read or not, this quarterback knows that tight end's a great outlet. Why? Because often they're bigger and they're stronger. Even if they're double teamed, there's still that chance to get that entry pass like a great post in basketball, and they know how to finish.
The Vikings are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And our team in the truck putting these highlights together, well, they certainly had plenty of touchdowns to choose from. 4 of them, actually. Though the way he's been playing, Brock, you cannot count on him being done reaching that end zone just yet. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go play action here. Getting out to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Three quarters in the books from this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. Dropping back to throw. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
I'm just looking at this hourglass of sand, Kate, and realizing there's not much time left for this team. But the only chance they had was to create a sack right there. Give a little momentum to their offense, who now has no margin for error. You got to go score.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on fourth. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And it's going to be Texans football. New set of down. Stroud throwing here on first. Throw right side, hauled in by Collins. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He brings it in. And this one doesn't go far. Offense up to the line fast. Here's Stroud. Caught near the pylon. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
3rd down, Mixon gets it. And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Texans 28.
After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Powell now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Locates Jefferson along the sideline, complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. They go play action on 1st. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And it sets up 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make when in reality, in this game in the fourth quarter, decision-making is also knowing.
He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings leading by 7. Fourth and forever coming up. Back to throw it. That's incomplete on fourth down, and they'll turn over possession.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. He's got him. That's Mixon. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game. But boy, Brock, what a shot. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he's brought down for a loss. We'll have to pause now as they tend to an injured player. And that appears to be Joe Mixon, who they're looking at. And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Now to throw. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. He'll look to throw it. Into traffic, complete. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Here he is to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Final timeout called by the Texans. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw it. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. It's intercepted. That will do it. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Vikings will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. The Vikings into victory formation here as they take a knee. So it's a win for the Vikings.